again, everybody. Hi. A bit different this video. I'm in the kitchen now. Oh, look, here we are. We're at the sink because I thought I would just show you and demonstrate. I've sent some ideas about making bubbly mixtures, but I just thought I'd let you know because I think it's quite handy that there's two different ways to make bubble mix. One is very wet and it makes great bubbles, and so that's fantastic. It's lots of fun. But if you don't always want to get very wet, then there's another way to make bubbles, and you can still have fun with the bubbles, but you won't get so wet with the water. So it's gonna be a bit of a strange looking video because I need to show you in the sink. So I'll lean in like this. So on the page that I've just sent, there's a recipe for bubble mixture using our washing up liquid, and I think it says use about a cup of washing up liquid and then 2 jugs of water. So that's going to make us quite a nice watery mix, which will work great for blowing bubbles. So we'll do that one first. Okie dokie. So I've got my washing up liquid, I've got my washing up bowl here. You can see that a little bit better. So there we go. So I'm going to put in, it said about a cup. I'm just going to guess. I'm going to put a good chunk in there. Ooh. We want quite a bit. There we go. So quite a bit in there. And then it said 2 jugs of water. So there we go. 1. And again, if you do this with your children, then they could help with pouring it in or splashing it about, or you might want to just make it and get it ready. So that's the 2 jugs of water in, and then it says just give it a stir around. It's difficult really to show you this, but just give it a stir around. In fact, I'll show you like this, maybe. Just mixing it around like that. You can see it's very watery. There are lots of bubbles, and there will be lots of bubbles, but it is a very watery one. Now that's fine, but just be aware that if you're playing with that one, your children are going to be wet, so you might want to wait for a warmer day. But then this type of bubble mix, where it's very watery, works really well for those games where it's saying you can blow bubbles with your kitchen items. Wow! So you can see that works really well for blowing bubbles because the mixture is nice and thin, nice and runny and watery. But to get lovely big bubbles, but you will get wet. All right. So now the second way of making bubbles, same sort of thing. I'm using the washing up liquid, and we're going to use just a little bit of water this time. So what I'm actually going to do is just tip out. I'm going to try and hold in the bubbles that we've got, keep them in. I'm going to tip out most of that water. Almost all of it can go, really. Almost all of it. And now I've left myself just a little bit at the bottom there. In fact, I'm going to tip out even a bit more. Now, what we're going to do now, and I'll hold this up again so you can see it. I'm going to put a little bit extra washing up liquid in. And then now you can see we've only got a very small bit of water left in the bowl now. And then the way we're now going to turn this into lots and lots of bubbles. All right. And the best way, you could use all sorts of things. You could use a whisk, mix it up. To be truthful, I find the best way is I get my hand in a big claw like that, and I just rub. So I'm just rubbing. It's so tricky to show you sometimes. Hang on. I'm just scrubbing and rubbing in the bottom of the bowl. I'm hoping you can see that. And as I'm rubbing and rubbing and rubbing, can you see how it's turning into more and more and more? Loads of bubbles. And now these are very, very bubbly, but there's not very much water in the bottom, so we're not going to get too wet when we play with them. So again, nice claw hand and just rub, 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 rub. And you can just keep going, and it'll just keep on getting more and more bubbles. Okay, sorry about the filming of this, it's not the best video, but I just wanted to show you. So now we've got absolutely loads of really lovely thick bubbles. And again, if you really want to get rid of the water, again, hold the bubbles in, and you should be able, if there's any left, I don't think there's any water left in here, no? There you go, tip out any extra water. Okay, so there you have 2 different ways to make bubbles, depending on how wet you want to be. Have fun!